Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you a little bit of a camo that I purchased recently, and I think it's quite cool. You can actually see it in my hand here being displayed with the wand pose. Now, I'm a Slayer main, and this camo actually works on Slayer with a Gunblade, so that's the main reason why I purchased it. It's a very expensive camo, rightfully so. As you can see, it looks incredible. It looks very, very good. So this camo is currently in the AC scratch for Uncle from Another World. It's a collab scratch, so more than likely once this collab scratch is gone, this camo will probably go up in price quite a bit. But I wanted to show you all some info about this. Now, this camo can be used on a sword, on a gunblade, assault rifle, and also a wand. And whenever you're using the weapon, it has a color variation to it too, so the color of your photon arts will actually look just like the blade does here. It actually has like a pinkish purple color to all your photon arts and all your attacks and everything. And it looks really, really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and showcase some of that for you all here. Now, I wanted to mention that I went ahead and turned the lights in the room to nighttime, just because it makes the color variation pop more, just so you can see more of what the color looks like. And as well, I went ahead and set the camera settings for my lighting to just regular default lighting. That way, so it gives you like more of an accurate representation of what everything should look like. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and show you all Elf Magical Sword first, using it as a sword camo. And you can see that I'm using it right here with sword pose. Now, whenever you're walking around with the weapon just idle on your back, it does this with all the weapons. It just shows it as an invisible weapon. So it's kind of like a stealth camouflage until you actually go to swing it. And here's what it would look like when you swing it. This weapon actually has a really pretty color to it. It has a really pretty design. I really like how this looks a lot. You can see the color variant of it will change the color of my photon arts to have that pinkish purple hue to it. It's really, really pretty. I went ahead and used the nighttime background so you can see the color of it pop more. And I actually have my lights turned off in the game too. I'm not using any premium lighting features either. You can hear some of the sound effects while I'm swinging it. Has like a sword clank kind of sound to it. And here would be what a dive attack looks like with the color variant. You can see that purplish pink really pops off of the explosion of the dive attack. Looks really nice. Here's the step attack. You see another nice pinkish purple explosion coming off of it. Here's a full charge run, full dash. You can see as it first comes out that little like symbol behind it too, like I guess it's like the uncle spells or whatever. It's like a little effect behind my character as like the weapon materializes. Looks pretty neat. Here's going to be a couple of photon arts for you. And you can see the photon arts really brings out that color. It looks so pretty at nighttime. I'm a big fan of how this looks. A little bit of an added bonus here would be using the camo with sword pose, and I'll click a couple of button presses here for you. You can see that it's totally animated as you use the sword pose, so it's really, really nice. So up next, I'm going to show you all the camo being used on a gunblade. Now you can see here currently I'm using it in the gunblade pose, and it's actually materialized and it's very animated and everything. But if I'm just walking around with the weapon sheathed, again, it's like a stealth camouflage. It doesn't actually show until the moment that you actually go to swing your weapon. And it has that really pretty hue to it again. So we'll go ahead and do some normal shots for you here with Slayer with the gunblade. You can see like the little bullet effect that comes off of it. Looks really pretty. It has quite a bit of a different design whenever it's actually like in the gunblade shoot mode. It has like a neat little sound effect to it too. So I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like if I was to charge up some of the shots too. So if I was to do the first stage charge shot, you can see that multi-shot has a pretty neat little sound to it. The bullet effect still looks really, really pretty. And then we'll go ahead and show you what a full charge looks like. And that is a full charge shot. You can see that muzzle fire that comes off of there is really bright and shiny too. I'll just kind of aim it a little bit closer here so you can see the explosion. You can see the explosion of the actual shot going off. It's very colorful, very pretty. So here would be what a weapon action looks like with the gunblade. You can see it still has that purplish pink color because it has the color variant going, so it's changing the color of all your attacks and your photon arts. And here's going to be a dive attack. The dive attack looks just like all the other weapons pretty much. It has that nice pinkish purple explosion coming off of it. Looks really good. Next, I'll go ahead and show you all some photon arts with the gunblade. You can see it has that really pretty effect coming off of it there too. Here would be a dash attack. Here would be a full speed run dash attack. The full speed run dash attack looks really pretty too. I really like that big bright pinkish ball coming off of there with the tracer effect and everything. A little bit of a bonus here is the weapon camo being displayed with the Gunblade pose. I'll go ahead and show you what a couple of button presses with it would look like. You can see it's like super animated when you're using it with the pose. Very, very nice. So up next, I'm going to go ahead and show you all the camo being used on an assault rifle type weapon. Now right here, I'm using the emote for assault rifle launcher, and you can see being held in my hand, it has quite a bit of a different design than what it looks like when it's being used on a sword. You can see like the little bottom bits that's coming off of it with the purple electricity look to it. It's pretty interesting looking. I quite like it. Now, whenever you're walking around with this just sheathed on your back, you can see, just like the other weapons, it's like a stealth camouflage. You can't actually see what the weapon looks like until you actually pull it out and go to attack with it. And I'm going to go ahead and let you see the attacks and see what some of the sound effects sounds like and everything. So you can see whenever I'm firing it, it makes me sound like a stormtrooper. Has a pretty interesting sound effect to it, like just like a stormtrooper or something shooting out little lasers. Quite like the way it looks though. It looks pretty nice. Now, here would be the weapon action. And here would be a rifle grenade. Now you can see that it doesn't seem to actually change the color of the rifle grenade, sadly. Now, whenever it goes to laying down a rifle trap when you're standing still and using the weapon action being held, it actually doesn't change the appearance of it either. It's just the same. So here would be a diving attack. The diving attack looks just like any of the other weapon types. It has that nice pinkish purple effect coming off of it. Looks pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and show you a couple of photon arts here for it. And here's a charged photon art. Pretty. Looks really pretty. Oh right, here's a dash attack as well. I'm going to show you all the dash attack. Looks very similar to the Gunblade's dash attack. Here's going to be a couple more photon arts for y'all. I quite like how the charged up photon art there looks. That looks really, really nice actually. Unfortunately, that one we can't really show too much of. As a bit of an added bonus, here is what the camo would look like while being used with the emote for assault rifle launcher with the camo equipped. You can see I'll do a couple of button presses here for you. Get a real good view of what it looks like. Quite different from the sword. So up next, I'm going to show you what the camo looks like while using the wand type weapon. Now you can see here I'm using the wand pose with it. And again, you can see it looks just like how the sword did, where it has this nice animated effect that you can totally see visible while you're using the emote too, which is really nice. Now when I'm walking around with it on my back, you can actually see, just like the other weapons, it's stealth camouflage, so you can't actually see what the weapon is until you go to start attacking with it. So I'll go ahead and let you all hear some of the sound effects from it, and you can see some of the color variation, attack patterns and stuff. You can see that the color is very visible, very noticeable when it comes to using it with a wand. Unlike some of the other camos that I've seen with color variations before, it looks really nice for the wand. I quite like this. Here would be a step attack. Here's a full charged attack, running attack. So it's very noticeable, very, very pretty. I quite like the way that this camo looks. The weapon action, unfortunately, doesn't really like have anything special coming off of it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the diving attack. Now the diving attack, just like all the other weapons, looks pretty much the same. Looks really pretty though. Nice little ping explosion. And here we'll go ahead and do a couple of photon arts for y'all. So here would be a tapped PA, and here would be a full charge PA. You can actually see a lot of that pink effect coming off the full charge PA too. Looks pretty nice. Go ahead and show you this other photon art here. Yeah, you can see a lot of pink explosions coming off of that one. Looks really good. Now whenever it comes to casting spells, unfortunately it doesn't change the color of your spells or anything. So I'll go ahead and cast a couple of techniques just so you can see the Bard is still just blue like normal. Or if I was to cast Foe, you can see Foe would still just look the same as always. And here's a little bit of an extra bonus. I'll go ahead and show you all the camo again while using the wand pose emote. And I quite like how this looks, where it's like just completely animated with all the different little button presses of the emote stuff. It's a extremely nice camo. That's going to wrap it up for the video. I'm curious, how do y'all like this camo? Did you enjoy my showcase for it? Let me know down in the comments below. Speaking of which, likes, comments, and subscribing is a free way that you can help my channel grow, reaching a larger audience. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, everyone. See you in the next one.